Hi viewers, welcome to Platis. Today we're going to discuss one important thing, that is how to improve your laboratory business. So there are many problems, and for every problem there is a solution. Likewise, what are the problems usually laboratory owners face in their business? So there are majorly three problems. So the first one, people keep changing laboratories. They tend to try one after the other, and they usually prefer enable standardized or enable accredited laboratories. And customers, they don't become your loyal customers, and they don't return to you. So are there solutions for this? Each and every problem has a solution. So after this video, I believe I can give you solutions for all these things. So before going into the solutions, I need to say one thing very strongly, that we need not get an NABL accreditation, but we can maintain an NABL standard laboratory. And that is, according to the NABL standards, we can also maintain our own laboratory. So this is the NABL symbol. And how is that possible? Is it possible? Yes, we can maintain an NABL standard laboratory without even an accreditation. When we maintain our standard of the laboratory, definitely customers will build confidence upon our laboratory and keep coming to us again and again. So the first one we need to see is appearance of laboratory. Our laboratory needs to be clean and tidy as shown in this picture, and it has to be organized from, choosing the curtains to laying it properly to having a separate phlebotomy room and keeping our bathrooms clean and tidy. Everything needs to be in an organized manner. And then the most important thing in the appearance of the laboratory is the phlebotomy chair. We usually, all of us, in the initial days, we compromise our phlebotomy chair to a plastic chair like this. This creates so much of pain or discomfort to the customers. Please don't go for this plastic chair. This will definitely reduce the standard of your laboratory. Go for a phlebotomy chair like this. But this chair is pretty costly, 5,000 to 8,000 rupees in India. If you're not able to afford this, at least you can afford something like this. This is a study chair with an armrest. Even this is sufficient for a phlebotomy. Next, after the appearance of the laboratory, is appearance of yourself and your staff. You and your staff have to be clean and neat always. You shouldn't be vibrant or colorful, because the customers, all your customers are patients, and patients, when they're coming to some healthcare facility, they are in some agony and pain, and you shouldn't be very colorful, vibrant, nor should you be dull. And you should always give a comfortable feel. So you have to be dressed clean, neat and tidy always. So maintain this with your customers. The third important thing we need to see in a healthcare business is branding. In branding, three important things are again to be seen. What are those? First one, the logo, and then the color of the laboratory and the board. Make sure all these three are color coordinated and are very simple but elegant. They have to attract customers. Make sure you just choose one or two letters, and even the colors are just one or two colors in the logo of your laboratory. And then the color of the laboratory, don't make it very don't make it very colorful. The laboratory should speak to the simplicity, but it has to speak the quality. So restrict your colors of the laboratory to just one or two colors, and it has to be coordinated with the logo and the board. The logo, however, again coming to the board. In the board, however small your laboratory is, make sure your board is big and it is visible to whoever passes by your laboratory. This is about the branding, simple things you need to follow for your laboratory business. Most important thing we usually, we don't follow is our laboratory timing. Make sure you maintain punctuality. Always, the healthcare facility should maintain punctuality. How is that punctuality maintained? Make sure a laboratory is open at 6 a.m. in the morning, because for fasting sugars, they usually walk in from 6 a.m. in the morning. And make sure you don't give a lunch break. 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, when you're going to close your laboratory, somebody walks by and they come into your laboratory and see it is closed. Once it gets fixed in a customer's mind, even if it is me, it gets fixed in my mind. Okay, if I go to that laboratory was closed. Why should I try it again? So people will not again, even come to try your laboratory. Make sure even if you're not available at that time, a substitute is present at that time. If he doesn't know phlebotomy, it's all right. He can at least get the phone number of the patient, phone number of your customer and keep, and he can say to the customer that once a phlebotomist or the technician comes, he will come to your home directly for home collection. You needn't walk again. We will do service at your home. This is a very polite way of maintaining and grasping your customer. Next, we come to the report dispatch time. Make it a very, punctual time of, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. This is a universal time for you dispatching all your reports, either for the walk-in customers or through emails. This has to be the time for your dispatch, and make sure all your reports reach your customers and patients by 6:30 in the evening. Next, about the reporting, the most important thing which is going to speak about the standard of your lab. This is one thing which will show that your lab is standardized. How do we get it? There are 4 major things. First, the paper quality. So make sure you get good A4 size quality papers. It costs you around each paper 1.25 to 1.5 rupees. Make sure invest in good papers and also good quality printers. The next thing is when you have your report sheet, your laboratory report sheet from around a feet or 1.5 feet, it has to be legible to yourself. When it is like that, definitely it is going to be legible to the patient also. Don't make the font very small or too big. Next thing, normal values. Along with the test values, also give normal values in your report. And the fourth one is inference. Write 2 to 3 words, 2 to 3 lines about each test. Below whatever the test is asked for, so that it raises the standard of your laboratory. For example, I'll give you 2 reports. See, this is the first report. It's a very simple report. Okay, fine. It has the normal value. It has the name. It has the date and all. But this isn't, very attracting. And you don't know whether this is a standardized lab or not. I don't know whether patients will come again to this laboratory. Maybe they'll think that it is very reduced cost and maybe the standard is not maintained. Whereas, see this report. This is a lab it doesn't have an NABL standardization. It isn't NABL accredited, but definitely it has standard. The report itself speaks for itself. This is how you need to make a report from a good laboratory. Next thing, the most important thing I advise to all my laboratory business customers, please get your reports verified and signed by a pathologist. When a pathologist signs your report and verifies your report, it shows in the report. When that report goes to a doctor's or a clinician's table, he knows that he builds confidence and trust towards your laboratory, and thereby, the customer base in your laboratory increases. The last one, but it's the most important one, that is standardization of test values. It has to be done at least monthly once. So how do you do it? Standardization of your test values. You have one sugar sample which you have run today. The same sample, you send it to the other laboratory, some other laboratory. See how well your values are coordinating. If not, troubleshoot your machines and keep it so that it is coordinated with the standardized values. This is how you maintain standard of your laboratory. So these are simple things you need to follow to increase the standard of your laboratory. By increasing the standard of your laboratory, your business will increase. The trust and confidence that patients or the customers show in you increases. Thereby, they stay loyal to your laboratory and they come again and again. I am Dr. Lalita Sendil and this is my channel Blessed. If you like this video, kindly subscribe it and also share it to the people who want to start a healthcare business, mainly a diagnostic center, or they are already running a diagnostic center and want to build that customer base. Thank you. See you tomorrow with another video.